Hi, Omega Chaos here again, with another online deck profile. This time I am showing my Old-Eyes Magician deck. It's basically a Yuya's deck, but a little bit of course different. It basically focuses around Old-Eyes Pendulum Dragon and all its other forms. So let's go over this deck. So first of course is the key card itself, Old-Eyes Pendulum Dragon, the ace monster of Yuya Sakaki from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 series of course. It's a very nice card. It pretty much searches many of your pendulum monsters from the deck if you destroy it in your end phase in your pendulum zone, and it's a pretty strong monster as well. Its most effect is that if you battle with your monster, then battle damage is doubled, so it's pretty nice. Then regular Old-Eyes Dragon, I run it just because it's another level 7 monster. I can pendulum summon and then I go for my rank 7s or anything like that. This card just inflicts half of the attack as damage when you destroy a monster by battle. And one Aura Saber Dragon, which is also really good, 280-800 attack, and if you destroy a monster by battle and send it to the graveyard, you can destroy one monster your opponent controls, so it's pretty good card. But of course, yeah, and of course for rank 7s as well. Only run one of each of the other Old-Eyes Dragons currently in the main deck, because they can become dead if you can't pendulum summon them. Then of course the Magicians, which are your for pendulum summoning. So first is Free Destruction Magician, which is main way to summon out Old-Eyes Rebellion Dragon in this deck, because its pendulum effect allows you to treat an Exis monster you control as with the same level as its rank, so you can then Exis on if you're Exis monster. So it's a very essential card for that combo. One bad thing about this card that it's not searchable. It has 2500 attack, and Old-Eyes Pendulum Dragon only searches for pendulum monsters that have 1500 or less attack. So that's kind of fortunate because this card is so necessary. That's why I run 3 of this card. But it's also pretty good as a beat stick as well if you want to pendulum summon this card. Then to Stargazer Magician, it's of course a scale of 1 pendulum, and the Stargazer Magician of course has scale of 3. So just another Magician pendulum monster I can use. It's a level 5. Then to a Creation Magician, it has a scale of 8, so very essential for pendulum summoning. With this card you can just target Exis you control a level 5 hard monster you control, then the rank of that Exis becomes the level of that other monster, so it's really good card, again very necessary for Old-Eyes Rebellion Dragon summoning. It has the restriction that if you control more cards than your opponent, this card's pendulum scale becomes 4. But the new Magicians don't have the same restriction as Time Gazer and Stargazer, that you have to have a Magician in your other pendulum zone. Well, that's nice at least. Only around 2 because it's easily searchable with Old-Eyes Pendulum Dragon, but I might run 3 again. Then 2 Time Gazer Magician with a scale of 8, so it's a pretty good card. Then I run a small Performapal engine in this deck for rank 4s, and I do have to run a Beast monster for my Beast-Eyes Pendulum Dragon. So first 3 Performapal Silver Claw, which is a pretty good. It has pretty decent attack, and it's a Beast type, so you can go into Contact Fusion into your Beast-Eyes. And of course to be used with Rescue Hamster for rank 4 plays. Then 3 Performapal Pendulum Wizard, a Spellcaster for Ruinous Pendulum Dragon, and if you spell summon this card you can cut up to 2 cards, destroy them, and then you can search equal number of performable monster with different names from your deck. So yeah, pretty good card. Then one performable Trump Witch to go into your Rune-Ice Pendulum Dragon. The last monsters are Free Rescue Hamster, a very good card. Either its pendulum effect allows you to banish it and then get 2 pendulum monsters with the same name from your extra deck back to your hand. Its monster effect during the main phase, if this card was no one summoned this turn, and the face up level of our lower pendulum monster is on your extra deck, you can tribute this card and build someone from your main deck 2 monsters with the same name as that level 5 higher, lower, pendulum monster that is face up in your extra deck. The effects are negate and then destroyed in the end phase. So it's basically like a conditional Rescue Rabbit, but it's very necessary for your rank 4 plays, because otherwise this deck won't be able to make rank 4 consistently, to be able to, of course, then go into your Old Ice Rebellion Dragon. Then spells. Free Fusion Conscription, basically to search out your Old Ice Pendulum Dragon, because it's listed on Rune-Ice Pendulum Dragon. So yeah, it's very necessary to get your Old Ice Pendulum Dragon to your hand as fast as possible, otherwise this deck won't do much, basically. Then Raigeki, the last spell. Then traps. 2 Fusion Reserve, basically for the same reason as Fusion Conscription, it's basically a trap version of that. Then 2 Echo Isolation. It's pretty good, of course, because 2 like to sometimes switch out your pendulum scales depending on the situation, and it also discourages your opponent from emitting your pendulum scales or anything like that. And of course, getting draws is always nice. But the problem, of course, with this card is that it can become inconsistent sometimes if you don't have the right cards. Then the other taps: Swan Warning, Ring of Destruction, Bottomless Trap Hole, Composite Evocation Device, 2 Mirror Force, and 2 Fence Chain. Now let's go to the extra deck. Rune-Ice Pendulum Dragon, 2 of them, because it requires 1 Old Ice Pendulum Dragon and 1 Spellcaster type monster. And if this covers Fusion Summon using a Pendulum Summon monster as fusion material, it's unaffected by your opponent's card effects this turn, and this card can attack depending on the level of the Spellcaster type monster you used for its Fusion Summon. So if you use the level 4 lower, it can attack 2 times, but you have to attack a monster. Of course, you can't attack directly that many times. And if you use level 5 higher, you can attack 3 times your opponent's monster. So it's a pretty good card. And 2 Beast-Ice Pendulum Dragon, we just contact fusion into it by using 1 Dark Dragon type monster and 1 Beast type monster. So mostly your 4 Silver Claw and Old Ice Pendulum Dragon. So it has kind of a Flame Wingman type effect. It inflicts the attack of the Beast type monster you use for a fusion summon if you destroy a monster in battle. So it's kind of a reverse thing, I guess. Then Exist Monster is your main card you want to bring out. Old Ice Rebellion Dragon. Of course, it's a very powerful monster. If you bring it out, it's mostly game over. But it's also pretty useful by itself as well. In a pendulum-based deck, it's very good, because if this card is destroyed by your opponent's card and destroy all your cards in your pendulum zones, and then you place it to your pendulum zone. And of course, then you can its pendulum effect is that if you don't have a card in your other pendulum zone, you can just choose 1 pendulum monster from your deck and put it in there. So it's very nice. And if you can pendulum summon level 7 monsters, you can also pendulum summon it back from your extra deck. So that's very nice as well. So it's the first Exist Pendulum monster. I'm not sure if there will be more of this kind, probably not. It's kind of a special thing, probably. We'll probably get in the future a Synchro Pendulum monster, and a Fusion Pendulum, probably. Then Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, pretty good. It's mostly for Red Eyes decks, but it's also a generic, so it can work pretty well sometimes because it can be destroyed by card effects, and your opponent gets burn damage for each card your opponent activates. So yeah, and it's also a dragon type, so for your Oda Rebellion Dragon plays you have Destruction Magician and Old Ice Pendulum Dragon. And then of course P-Guy, very powerful rank 7. Then Card Dragon the Fanatic Charger, just in case if I overlay my 2 Stargazer into Volcasaurus, and then yeah. And it's also a Dragon type Exist monster, so yeah, it's pretty nice. And then Volcasaurus just in case you want to overlay my Stargaze Magicians. Then rank 4's 2 Trackable Exist Dragon, of course very powerful rank 4, and the main monster you bring out for your Oda Rebellion Dragon plays. You have Creation and the Stock Magician in your Pendulum zones, and Oda Pendulum Dragon alongside it. So yeah, then cast Skyblaze Musketeer, Cowboy, and one of the same main, just like if you want to value your both Time Gaze and Magicians. So this was my Old Ice Magician online deck profile. It's definitely a pretty interesting deck. There are many ways of playing this deck, and hopefully we get some more support in the future for this deck, because it definitely needs it. It's not really that powerful currently, and it can be pretty inconsistent, especially if you don't get your Old Ice Pendulum Dragon to your hand. But otherwise, I think it has potential for the future. So, this is it for this deck profile. I hope you enjoyed it. For now, goodbye and Omar Chaos out.